Everyone says prompt engineering is the career of the future, but they are dead wrong. In 2026, knowing how to talk to a chatbot is like knowing how to use a keyboard. It's a basic literacy, not a high-paying profession. If you want to be more than just a passenger in the AI revolution, you have to stop chatting with bots and start architecting autonomous systems. We are entering the era of the agent engineer. This is the definitive roadmap to mastering the skills that actually matter. So, what's the difference? An AI engineer knows how to plug a model into an app. An agent engineer builds a digital workforce. We're moving from simple input-output loops to complex systems that can plan, use tools, and even correct their own mistakes. But here's the problem. Most developers are still building these systems like they're traditional software, and that's why they fail. To succeed, you need to master 5 specific phases, starting with the fundamentals of how agents actually breathe and move. Imagine you're a manager at a busy restaurant. If you wait for every single chef to finish their dish before you take the next order, your kitchen will collapse. This is why the first skill you need is asynchronous engineering. In 2026, agents spend 80% of their time just waiting for an API to respond, waiting for a database search, or waiting for another agent. If you don't master something called async IO in Python, your agents will be slow, expensive, and essentially useless. You have to learn how to let your systems handle 1,000 things at once without breaking a sweat. But how do you keep an autonomous agent from wandering off in the wrong direction? That's where graph theory comes in. Don't let the name scare you. Think of it like building a high-tech flowchart. Frameworks like LangGraph are becoming the industry standard because they allow you to create state machines. These are essentially maps that tell the agent, if this happens, go here. If that fails, loop back and try again. Without this, your agent is just a random guesser. With it, you have a production-grade system that is auditable and reliable. Now, let's talk about memory. Most people think RAG or retrieval is just about dumping text into a database. But in 2026, that's not enough. You need to master hybrid search and something called Reciprocal Rank Fusion or RRF. Here's the secret. Simple AI search is great for vibes, but it's terrible for specific serial numbers or technical jargon. By combining semantic search, which understands meaning, with keyword search, which finds exact matches, you give your agent a photographic memory that actually works for professional-grade tasks. It's the difference between a guess and a fact. Even with great search, agents often get overwhelmed by too much information. This is called context rot. To fix this, you need to implement a 2-stage retrieval process. First, you fetch the top 50 possible answers using a fast search. Then, you use a cross-encoder re-ranker to meticulously pick the best 5. It's like having a fast intern sort the mail and then a senior partner reading only the most important letters. This ensures your model's limited brain space is only filled with the highest quality data, making the final output much more accurate. In the past, fine-tuning a model cost thousands of dollars and required a supercomputer. Not anymore. In 2026, you'll use LoRA and QLoRA. Think of these as lightweight brain surgery for AI. Instead of changing the whole model, you're just adding a tiny specialized layer on top. You can now take a standard model and make it an expert in medical law or high-frequency trading for under $10 on a home computer. This specialization is where the real value lies. General models are commodities. Specialized agents are assets. But how do you teach an agent to actually think through a problem? You use a new method called GRPO. Traditional training just teaches a model to mimic text. GRPO teaches it a chain of thought. You're essentially rewarding the agent for showing its work. In 2026, the most valuable thing you can create isn't just a correct answer. It's a high-quality reasoning trace. We've learned that 1,000 perfect examples of clear thinking are worth more than 100,000 examples of noisy, random data. You are becoming a curator of logic. As your agents get smarter, they need to talk to the real world. This is where the Model Context Protocol or MCP comes in. Think of MCP as the USB port for AI. Instead of writing custom code for every single database or app, you build an MCP server. This allows any agent from any company to safely access your tools. We're even seeing agent-to-agent protocols where different AI teams can discover each other and delegate tasks. It's basically LinkedIn for robots, and you're the one writing the contracts. Here is the cold, hard truth. 63% of agents fail when tasks have more than 3 steps. This is the reliability gap that separates beginners from experts. To bridge it, you must move to evaluation-driven development. You don't just hope your agent works, you use frameworks like Ragas and Arise Phoenix to track every single step the agent takes. You build human-in-the-loop checkpoints where the agent has to ask for permission before doing something risky like spending money or sending an email. Trust is earned through data, not prompts. The demand for this is exploding. While standard AI developers are seeing their wages plateau, agent engineers are commanding salaries from $170,000 to over over $600,000 at the top labs. Your value is measured by one single metric: time to autonomy. How fast can you build a system that works without a human holding its hand? The roadmap is clear. Master the graphs, the memory, and the reasoning. Try building your first stateful agent today using LangGraph. The era of chatting is over. The era of engineering has begun. What will you build first?